All right, here's our vocabulary words for the week. Our first one is otherwise. If you look at the boy's face, he has a questionable look on his face. And otherwise means it is an adverb. So let's say the word together. Otherwise. If you think otherwise, you think differently from someone else. So they may think otherwise, but I did not think the joke was funny. So the little boy looked like he didn't think the joke was funny. So that is otherwise. The next one is hiring. And it looks like the lady is a dog walker. And that may be her job. And it is a verb. So let's say the word together hiring. And hiring someone means paying the person to do a job for you. The business is hiring another dog walker because there are too many dogs for one person to walk. And if you notice in the picture, there are way too many dogs for that one girl to walk. Our next one is smudge. If you look, the little boy has black smudge all over his face. Smudge is a verb, so let's say it together. Smudge. And when you smudge something, you get it dirty by smearing something on it. And he likes to smudge dirt on his face while playing outside. So that is smudge. Our next one is pledge. And if you look, the boy's holding up three fingers for the Boy Scout. He's probably saying a pledge. And remember, we say the pledge of allegiance to the United States flag and Texas flag. And you say the Conley Pledge every morning. Pledge is a noun. So let's say it together. Pledge. A pledge is a promise to do something. Scouts take a pledge to help other people. And so we're pledging to the United States and Texas, and you're pledging to the school. Our next one is display. If you look, they have displayed the fruit in the case, and you see that when you go into Walmart or HEB. And the word is display, so it is a verb. So let's say it together. Display. And we display something, you put it where it can be seen. And grocery stores nicely display food in different sections. Our next word is retire. And if you look, these older lady and man have retired. Retire is a verb. Let's say it together. Retire. When older people stop working, they retire. So some people take up new hobbies when they retire. So these people took up rollerblading. So, say for instance, when I get old enough I can quit working, then I will retire. Our next one is deal. And these two boys looks like they are giving a high five because they made a deal. Deal is a verb. Let's say it together. Deal. You deal with people, understand and get along with them. Josh and Francis have learned to deal with one another when they work on projects together. Just they're giving a high five to each other. Figured. These two looks like they figured out a subtraction problem. And if you look, figured is a verb. Let's say it together. Figure. If you figure out something, you came to understand it. Benita and Gabriel figured out a math problem on the board. So that's figured. Communicate. Looks like these people are communicating in sign language. Communicate is a verb. So let's say it together. Communicate. When you communicate, you share information or ideas. Sign language is one way that people can communicate. Another one is when I communicate new ideas to you, I usually do it by speaking or writing or showing it through using Seesaw or on the computer. Next one is motion. She's using her hand to motion. Motion is a verb. If you motioned, you moved your hand or head to show someone what to do. The woman motioned to come here. So if you wave your hand back and forth, you're telling somebody to come here. That is motioned. Approached. Approached is a verb. Let's say it together. Approached. If someone approached you, that person got closer to you. So she got closer to the birds, or the birds got closer to her. And this one is series. If you look, these numbers are in series or order, 1 through 9. Series is a noun. Let's say it together. Series. Series is a group of things that come one after another. We have a series of books on the bookshelves. They're in series. And this is selfless. Selfless means that you don't think of anybody, you don't think of yourself. And these firefighters are selfless. This is an adjective. So let's say it together, selfless. If you're selfless, you care more about others than yourself. So you don't think about yourself. The firefighter's selfless action saved the forest. And our last one is potential. Potential is a noun, so let's say it together. Potential. Potential is what you can do in the future if you work hard now. So this child is learning how to swim. That's their potential to be a swimmer. So we have potential, selfless, series, approached, motioned, communicate, figured, deal, retire, display, pledge, smudge,